Number 1. Matthew Stone and his dad were hiking in Glacier National Park when they stopped at a campsite, only to be approached by 2 grizzly bears.
Yep, stay calm.
Should we bear them or do they see us?
I mean, let's just casually talk. I think that's good.
Okay.
Just casually talk. They see us. They see us. They hear us. They're just playing.
Instead of panicking, they remained calm, knowing that sudden movements or running could trigger the bear's natural chase instinct.
Hey, bear.
Hey, bears. Hey, we're good. We're good here. We're good. Hey there. Yep. Yep, we're good.
I don't have my pack, which is not good.
You're just curious. Just slowly, don't go towards them. Hey, bears.
The bears appeared more curious than aggressive, observing them closely but not acting hostile. By maintaining a steady presence and avoiding any threatening actions, they managed to keep the situation under control. At one point, Stone's dad carefully reached for his backpack, causing the bears to startle and back off. While they were fortunate this time, bear encounters can be highly unpredictable. What worked in this case might not always be the safest approach in another situation. Number 2. While walking through the woods, this man's dog suddenly becomes uneasy, sensing something unusual nearby. As the dog's anxiety grows, it becomes clear that they are not alone.
I've been out here walking my dog for a minute, and I really... No, it's okay, boy. He spooked about something. Something's been following us. And just here. No, boy. Come on, it's okay. Come on, it's okay. Come on. No, boy. No.
Moments later, a lion cub is spotted stealthily following them. Realizing the potential danger, the owner quickly reacts, following his dog's lead as they both make a swift escape. With adrenaline rushing, they manage to put distance between themselves and the unexpected threat, narrowly avoiding what could have been a dangerous encounter. Number 3. Michael, an outdoor enthusiast and avid camper, embarked on a winter camping trip in the forest with his new puppy, Belle. He was eager to enjoy the peaceful surroundings, unaware that the quiet woods would soon become the backdrop for an unsettling experience.
I don't think I'll really go that much in, but I'm hoping that there's water. If there's not water, we may have to go all the way down. But my pack is definitely pretty heavy right now. I think everything still pretty well on there. Yeah. But a lot of that is food and junk that I can dispose of in the fire while I'm out here. Come on. Alright, so I found my camp. We had to come down a good bit. There's usually water running down through that. I might be able to run off and find somewhere in there, but I'm gonna set up, I think, between this tree and maybe that one there. Caught in there. Gotta lay some stuff out. Belle's eating. We need to try to drink the rest of the water and go get the rest, but she spilled some of her water, so she must not want it too bad.
After setting up camp and preparing for a cozy night under the stars, the atmosphere remained calm until the distant howls of coyotes echoed through the forest.
Seems a little tired and kind of scared, maybe. I don't know. Is your nail okay? Definitely hear some animals, like coyotes or something. I'm not sure what that's about.
At first, the sounds seemed far away, not enough to cause concern. However, as the night deepened, the howls grew louder and an eerie sense of unease set in. As Michael prepared his meal by the fire, Belle's nervous behavior suggested that something was off.
I think she's definitely kind of like anxious or scared now that it's dark. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, just some smoky burger seasoning, you know? Got some thorns. Where are those?
Soon, the cries of a nearby pack pierced the silence, much closer than before. Realizing that he and Belle were vulnerable in the darkness, he remained alert, knowing that leaving camp at night could be even riskier. With his flashlight barely illuminating the thick forest around him, Michael sat in tense silence, listening for any signs of movement.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like it's safe to say they're pretty close.
Minutes stretched into what felt like hours as the eerie howls came and went. Though the coyotes never approached, their presence kept him on edge.
I'm setting up camp. Setting up my bed, really. And this is my sleeping bag. Oh no, bro.
When the first light of dawn finally broke, Michael wasted no time packing up and leaving the woods behind. Though the encounter ended without incident, it served as a stark reminder of how unpredictable nature can be, and how quickly a peaceful adventure can turn into a chilling experience. Number 4. Two investigators returned to a remote hunter's camp in North Georgia, hoping to revisit the strange occurrences they had previously encountered. Equipped with their gear, they attempted to make contact with whatever might be lurking in the darkness. After knocking on a tree to provoke a response, they were met with an eerie reply.
Be out there.
You hit it. Let's see if it answers. It answers.
That's some kind of insanity going on.
Right? Okay.
And their knocks are answered with unsettling noises.
Unsettling noises echoing through the woods, but the tension truly escalated when a chilling scream cut through the silence. It was not an ordinary animal sound, but something disturbingly human-like, sending a wave of unease through the investigators.
Whoa. That was a scream.
Yeah, that was a human scream right there. And that was loud. Listen.
Whoa. Straight up. Yep. Sounds like they're communicating.
As they continued their exploration, faint footsteps crunched through the leaves, and shadowy figures moved just beyond their line of sight. The strange sounds persisted, and their equipment began to malfunction, as if some unseen force was interfering. With the atmosphere growing more unnerving by the minute, they ultimately decided to end their investigation, leaving the mysteries of the forest unresolved. Number 5. Franco TV sets out on a solo overnight expedition deep in the woods, searching for an abandoned mansion.
And you can see how there used to be a gate in here. I don't even know what that is. Clearly, I am not the first here. What is this? I found a whole bunch of bottles. What looks to be an old back of a truck. I just switched over to night vision and there's bugs flying everywhere. What the hell is that? I got something in the distance back there.
As he navigates the overgrown paths, he stumbles upon old structures, scattered debris, and eerie remnants of past visitors. Switching to night vision, he notices strange movements in the distance, his surroundings alive with sounds that seem too deliberate to be just animals. Then, in the darkness, a pair of glowing eyes appear, watching him from the shadows.
Alright, I'm at the area where I see what look like eyes. What the hell is that? Is that a telephone post? I really don't want to be here right now. I just don't like the forest because anything could be hiding in here. And I'm worried more about animals than anything. Alright, I'm gonna switch to a color camera. Look at that. What the f was that? If I see someone, I'm out. I don't mess around when it comes to people.
Pushing forward, he enters a dilapidated structure, unsettled by the idea that anything or anyone could be lurking inside.
I'm gonna check the sides in case somebody's hiding on the side. What the hell is that? I did hear what just sounded like screaming coming from the outside. It may or may not be the reason why I'm hiding inside this place right now.
The silence is suffocating, broken only by distant, unexplainable noises. Suddenly, a chilling sound echoes through the trees. A scream. The weight of isolation and the unknown presses in on him, making every shadow feel more menacing.
More to this house, too. Oh my god. Got things all over me. I just heard a man. What the fuck was that? Listen. What the f? I have my knife out because if it is an animal that comes running out, I'd rather kill it than it bite me and I get rabies. I am in some sort of barn. Like structure, and there's webs all over the ceiling. I low-key feel a hell of a lot safer in here than outside.
Determined to reach the mansion, he continues deeper into the forest, but the tension only builds as he comes across yet another structure. Inside, an overwhelming sense of unease grips him. Heavy footsteps sound just beyond his view, and he spots the same glowing eyes from before.
Towards the forest, because I heard what sounded like heavy footsteps. I did see what looked like eyes staring at me from further deep inside, coming towards the house, and then they were just gone. See, I'm literally just hearing what sounds like movement. What's that? This is the mansion area. This is the entrance. There's a gate here, and I can see. See it? On the psionics, you could see it. That's the rooftop, but it's highly vegetated. I have to get into from the forest somehow. What the fuck is that? Oh shit! I don't know what the fuck that is. I just drooled all over myself.
Glowing eyes from before, this time even closer, watching, waiting.
That's the same thing I see watching me from the inside. Oh, it still sees me. That is the scariest shit I've ever seen. I'm trying to see if I can hear it moving. I'm staying right here next to the car. I wanted to see if I could make my way to find a way to the...
Finally, he reaches the mansion's overgrown gates, barely visible through the thick vegetation. But before he can push forward, something unseen moves nearby. A low, guttural noise sends a wave of dread through him. Whatever is out there isn't leaving, and it knows he's there. With glowing eyes still fixated on him and the relentless sounds closing in, Franco makes the call. This adventure is over. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Number 7. Danley returns to the infamous Wendigo Woods, a place notorious for eerie encounters, after numerous requests from his viewers. As night falls, the unsettling atmosphere sets in, with strange noises echoing through the darkness.
Guys, what was that? That was something. Oh, what was that?
Determined to make contact, he attempts to communicate with whatever might be lurking in the woods, but the responses he gets are anything but reassuring. Just as he starts to settle in, something disrupts the silence, a loud thud, followed by rustling in the trees. His attempts to dismiss the sounds as wildlife quickly fade as he realizes the noises are deliberate.
Is anyone back there? Guys, I just woke up to the sound of branches and sticks and something being broken all around my car. I can hear it coming from inside the woods. It's constant. It feels like something is like circling.
Later that night, as he tries to sleep, he is jolted awake by the sound of snapping branches and heavy footsteps circling his car. The noises aren't distant. They're close, methodical, and constant. It feels as if something is intentionally surrounding him. When he finally works up the courage to check his surroundings, he notices something deeply unsettling.
That is definitely from the outside, and that is not me. That is not my handprint.
An unfamiliar handprint on his car window. Small, distinct, and definitely not his own. The realization that he may not be alone pushes him over the edge. With his nerves frayed and a growing sense of dread, Dan decides he's had enough. Gathering his things, he leaves Wendigo Woods behind, possibly for the last time. Some places are better left undisturbed. Number 8. Adam, a YouTuber known for documenting his solo camping adventures across the UK, had an unsettling experience while camping in the Peak District. After parking near a yellow van, he set off on a 2-hour hike, expecting a peaceful night in the wilderness.
Just getting back to the crib, but check it out, that van's still here. Most people live there overnight in here, you know. You're going to get some busybody come down though, for sure. One of them wardens.
But upon returning, the van was still there, a sign that he might not be as alone as he had hoped. At first, he brushed it off, assuming it belonged to a local or another camper. However, as night fell, an uneasy feeling crept in.
Knock on me, Carl. Oh, it must have been the rain. Well, weird. Some dude pulled up a while ago. I'm sure he went to walk his dog, but he was eyeing me up loads. Obviously a local, do you know what I mean? But there's still that van over the way. He's still parked there. He's definitely here all night, but that's the thing with things, places like this. The locals are like, they'll report it and someone will come down at 6 in the morning to give you a ticket or something, you know what I mean? They're all proper busybodies, eh? But, what the fucking hell's going on? Someone's just pulled up, man, and popping around like a madman. What the fuck?
His suspicions grew when he heard loud knocks on his van door. Strangers approaching campers at night is never a good sign, and the situation only became more unnerving. He recalled seeing a man earlier, watching him closely, making him wonder if he was being targeted.